black pill time. I don't know what else to introduce this video with. I'm probably gonna just call it something like the protests don't matter. But the fact of the matter is that this whole thing is a big exaggeration. I mean, it's not exaggerating the fact that, you know, police brutality and the fact that there's a bunch of rioters and shit and, you know, chimping out going on, rightfully or unrightfully so. What I mean by it doesn't matter is that Zoomers are irrational creatures. Everything they do, they don't do for a reason. And whenever you give them a reason, they got a problem with it. As an allegory, I'm going to say, you know, what would I burn down if it was moderator related, for example? Am I going to burn down a Target? No, that's stupid. What does Target have to do with moderators? I mean, you know, maybe one Karen manager wants to ban me from Target, but good luck with that. There'd be all kinds of legal recourse against you. And second emotion, you know, yeah, I wouldn't need a riot to do that. I could burn you down myself, because then I wouldn't be a legal person and you can't sue a raccoon. So, there you go. The point is that Target has nothing fucking do with moderators. All the same, what does Target have to do with the oppression of African Americans? Nothing. You know, but they don't have direction. They don't know. They know why they're mad, but they don't know why they're mad. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this wanton random violence shit isn't going to accomplish anything. I mean, it's funny as hell, you know, but it's not really conducive to any kind of revolution. And it's just posturing. It's always just posturing. Because even on the whole side of Trump is now going to classify Antifa as a terrorist organization, I'm not even going to get into how Reddit thinks that Antifa isn't a real thing. It's not a official group. You know, I remember like 15, 17 years ago when they used to say the same thing about the LGBT, where, oh, the LGBT isn't an actual group, it's not a company. Well, no shit, it's not a company, but you know who does and who doesn't constitute as LGBT. When they're going around saying they're LGBT, guess what? That's an organization, and that's a special interest group. But I used to get banned back then too for that, and now everybody's like, I'm LGBT, look at my rainbow flags, PepsiCo, it fucking endorses me, that should be fucking burned down. Anyway, point is that, yeah, Antifa is classified as a terrorist group. Yay, nobody cares. You know, because what does that even mean? Doesn't mean anything. Because, yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few dumbass hoodlums and their fucking handkerchiefs and barbed wire baseball bats that get detained. But other than that, what it's really going to amount to is what you see on the alt-right, where, you know, you're going to go on, I don't know if it'll be Reddit or 4chan or what, probably 4chan because they don't like leftists. So you'll go on 4chan and you'll say something and someone will be an ignoramus and be like, oh, you're Antifa. Just like you get called a Nazi whenever you basically say anything rational at all. So that's the new Nazi. Will be, oh, you're Antifa. And it'll aggravate you, but it won't amount to anything. And then, of course, secondly, like I said, you know, there's going to be a few minority of people that do get fucked over by the, you know, the feds. And that's how it always is, though, isn't it? You know, because at the end of the day, I'm just going to say this. You know, they always talk about how, oh, Martin Luther King wouldn't want this for the African American community to be violent and have outbursts and shit. He kind of got radicalized there in his later years. People don't like to talk about that. He actually started to realize that, you know what? People don't deserve shit. Neoliberalism was a mistake. And I say neoliberalism because, you know, they hide behind all this shit. You take away Karen's shit and she becomes a Republican. That's the simple fact of the matter. I see it on Reddit, where they're like, oh, free speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Oh, wow, that sounds awfully familiar. You know, if I was gonna have to deal with the Republican shit, I don't fucking need poop dick on top of it. Get your fucking Jew ass out of here. You know, no, I'm not hiding my power level with that shit. Fuck that. So, Martin Luther King got more radicalized, and, even when he was peaceful, got a bullet in his head by the CIA, as did Malcolm X. What is the lesson here? Doesn't matter if you're violent, doesn't matter if you're peaceful, government wants you dead, you're dead. That's, if you get on enough radars, you will die. That is the reality. So, don't get caught up in ideology. Ideology is how you get useless shit like this. Ideology is why you say stupid shit, neoliberal stupid shit like on Reddit. Don't get caught up in that crap.